Aloha and welcome to Showcase Hawaii, Hawaii's only home shopping show. I'm Wayne Nunez.
And I'm Lori Nunez.
We have a great show for you. I love this new piece.
Oh, I'm very excited about this.
It's our Hawaiian Scroll custom engraved silver keychain. I have to point out, this whole thing is solid 0.925 sterling silver. Even the key ring, not only the tag, but the key ring, all of it is solid sterling silver.
Right. Now, we always talk about that we get a lot of ideas from suggestions from our customers. And Wayne and I had been talking about designing a keyring keychain for some time now. And then we had a customer who called up and said she really wanted to get something special for her grandsons. And so it just kind of developed this way where we thought, wouldn't it be great if the ring had the scroll design? And if it could be similar to our pendants, where you could design the Hawaiian Scroll design with the name on the front and have your choice of, black enamel or raised lettering. And then you could also put that message like you just saw on the back.
Mm-hmm.
That's
it's so unique.
Right.
That's what I love about it. It's so unique that you could add that message, which is anything you want within reason. But what we also love about it is that tag can provide you with so much creativity.
Yes, I was just going to say that.
Some people put two names, first and last. Some people put a little message.
You can stack two names.
But look at that key ring. It's a double regular size key ring, but it's all solid silver. That's what I can't get over.
And the thing is, it's funny because we were talking about this, and then our customer also said, well, they can put their key ring on it, or they can hang this on their backpack.
Oh, nice.
Or luggage or bag or whatever, right? And so the use is unlimited. But it takes me back to our days in real estate, and when we would help someone, we're both licensed real estate brokers as well, and we did sales in Hawaii and New York, and we'd help our customers find their
dream home,
forever home, and the gift we would give would be a keychain because you're getting the keys to your house.
But an expensive keychain, a solid silver like this. If we had this, back then, they would be blown away.
I know.
But we all know somebody moving into a new home, purchasing a new house, even if they're renting for the first time, or going away to school.
Yes.
This is a great gift because a lot of people, it's hard when you're moving away or moving into a new place because a lot of people get gifts for the house inside. But they don't get something, customized like this. So this is a great way to customize it. And this is an example of two lines, actually. So if you want to put two lines, you can, within reason again. And it's a great size for anybody.
It's funny how it sometimes takes other people to help you appreciate what you have.
Are you talking about me?
I do. I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Right.
All the customers saying you're so great. And so I appreciate you.
Sure.
But we recently had visitors from Canada, and of course, they had to bundle up, wear several layers, their coats, everything, just to get on the plane to get over here. And
well, you know what was funny? They got off the plane, and it was a day that it was around 69, 70 degrees, and they said it was warm, and I just wanted to tell them, get back on that plane. It is cold.
No, but they walked out in sweaters, right?
They walked out, they did.
Yeah.
So it was kind of fun.
I always tell people if they're visiting, make sure you change into shorts before you get off the plane so you're not drenched, and so hot. But anyway, my point is that sometimes it takes visitors who are seeing and experiencing Hawaii for the first time, and you're guiding them through that. I mean, number one, the foods are unlimited and fantastic, right? And so you have so many different food options, and I think a lot of people aren't used to that because wherever they're from, there may be limited options.
Right.
Okay, then the next thing, which was really neat, is we decided to take them for a walk along Magic Island, along Aloha Beach, and it was right at sunset. And it was breathtaking seeing, Diamond Head, the ocean. It was just so beautiful.
The sunset, well,
right?
It's not cheap living here, as you know. And we live here and it's so beautiful, so we kind of pay a premium to live on a rock in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. So getting out there and appreciating where we live and the beauty of the mountains and the sea and all the foliage and the flowers and the culture, and getting in there. I mean, we went to Iolani Palace and we went to some museums. Pearl Harbor. So appreciating all that.
But just walking along the sand, I'm thinking we can do this all the time and it's free. And you think about it, you should do it, but day to day you're just running around, doing all the things you need to do. But just stopping for that moment, and it was only about an hour, we just hit it in time where you hit the sunset. Okay, but another time then, and it was getting late in the day, and we were thinking, we wanted to go one more time to see the sunset. So we were thinking about going to Makapu'u Lighthouse. But we thought, it's getting late, we might not have time, it's gonna close or we'll miss the sunset. And we get there, and it's packed, no parking, right? So we ended up letting the guests off to go, run up and start. And then Wayne, luckily, we had 2 cars. So Wayne found parking. I didn't get to go. So he gets to tell what the hike was like. But it just sounds like it was amazing.
It's like you said, we live in this environment that's so beautiful. We don't take advantage of it on a regular basis. So after I dropped them off, I got to enjoy the walk up there by myself. Actually, I gotta tell you, I ran up there and I caught up to them.
That amazed me.
They said, "Wait, didn't you drop us? You dropped us off a little while ago. How did you get up here so quickly?" So I timed myself. I made it to the halfway point in 6 minutes.
Wow, that's impressive.
Pretty good for a
pretty good
over the hill guy, huh? Yeah, no, it was beautiful. The whales were in the distance.
Didn't you say they kind of repaved or renovated?
Yeah,
right?
so it's all renovated. Right. If you're interested in going up there, you should definitely go, because Kama'aina gets it's free to go there anyway at Makapu'u or Lighthouse Trail, but other points.
Yes.
You get a Kama'aina discount. But it was great because I saw 2 people in mobility scooters.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought, their battery's going to die. Nope, they went all the way up to the point and they came all the way back down. So it was a beautiful, beautiful evening, and we made it in time, and it was great.
Yeah, I mean, you said people were still going up when you were coming down. But what's interesting to me is that Wayne and I had to reflect upon, when was the last time we went there? And it was a long time. And then we were thinking, we have to do this more often. And, get out and, again, see those things that you would normally take your visitors on, because it's so beautiful and we're missing seeing that, and we're just so lucky.
I think that you mentioned some people putting this on backpacks or even on a purse.
Yes.
It's a good identifier, for you. And look at that message.
Or
That's
your
such
bag.
A sweet message.
Yeah, when you're on your bag, when you're traveling, it just helps identify that that's your bag. But the other thing is, there's so many uses for this, but I had been thinking, we should get something for people who are learning to drive for the first time.
Oh, that's a nice gift.
Right. Because
instead of a $50,000 car, you mean? I think that's a good idea.
No, like with our daughter, it's like you want to get something special, and you want it to be meaningful for them, a memorable experience. It's the first time you're getting car keys, or a lot of times it's the first time you're getting the keys to the house, you know? So you have your own set that you're carrying around. And then, of course, if you're moving away for the first time or you got that first job. But I just think as a new driver, to get something either with, and it could be your first name, it could be your last name, it could be your Hawaiian name, it could be your initials, right? Or it could be just a meaningful word or a saying you have between you. There's just, I mean, the options are endless. We even have some people who just want the scroll design.
Yeah, exactly. But I have to say, and we don't have an example of this, but initials are stunning.
Yes.
Just the 3 initials or 2 initials or 1 large initial is stunning on this too. And we could go either way. That's the beauty of having it on that tag there. You can go either way and it works both horizontally and vertically. We have to actually keep reminding you that this is a great item.
Yes.
And it's super affordable. And it comes with the chain.
Right.
And it's great for a woman or a man.
Yes.
Or a younger person.
Yes.
But we have so many different options because this is customizable. It's our Hawaiian Scroll 14 karat gold plated over sterling silver vertical bar pendant. Now, actually, a lot of people like a longer chain.
Yes.
But I want to point out, because this bar itself is about 1.5 inches.
2 1 3/4.
To 1 3/4 inches. It falls very long. So believe it or not, I'm wearing an 18-inch chain, and look where it falls. It falls in the perfect V.
Right in your collar line.
Exactly. And I only have 1 button undone. Oh, actually, maybe I have 2 buttons undone. Now, if I was to do it low, number 1,
you'd probably go shorter.
And you couldn't handle it. So I would basically I'd just be too much if I had it down lower. But this 18-inch is a perfect length chain, and my neck is a bigger neck, so I want you to know, for all the guys, if you're wondering, this is what an 18-inch chain with the vertical bar pendant looks like. Now on Lori, she's wearing an adjustable chain.
Right, and I want to point out too, what you're seeing on your screen is there's different styles you can pick from. So what you see is the raised gold, and then it's the cutout Miley leaf edge. And then on the back of the pendant, you can have something nice engraved. And it makes it so special because the person you gift it to will always treasure and cherish that message from you. Now, it's also available in sterling silver. That's 0.925 sterling silver. You can see that this is also a Miley cutout. And it's just beautiful because it gives you that option. There's those of you that love sterling silver, and then those of you that want to have that cutout design in the gold plated. But this one does have the flower, and then this one now has the honu.
We keep
so
switching
so
on you.
many.
It's funny because we get a lot of callers that call in and they say, I just saw this. Oh, wait, it's on the it's on the screen. It was on the screen.
Right.
Oh, but it
They
was this.
changed it.
They changed it. So we like to cycle through our photos, but if you see something you like, you could take a picture with your phone. We've had people take a picture with their phone and text it to us. We have so many options when you're customizing this. Not only can you customize it with your name, but the design style that you could customize it with, we can do it. Now, if you have a special request, it's not extra. You just need to tell us. And we can reach out to our engraver that we have here in Hawaii, and we could ask them. But you could see here, it's almost a 2-inch with the bail. It's almost a 2-inch long piece.
I think the thing about custom pieces is the person that you gift it to knows that you went through and took the time to figure out what to put on the pendant. So for example, you've got the ku'uipo, which is sweetheart in Hawaiian, and you have the cutout with the raised gold lettering, or you have the traditional black lettering with a straight edge.
With the holidays coming up, I think that this is a great gift because, well, people are looking for something personal.
Right.
and they want something affordable, something that's kind of Hawaiiana, and then it comes with the chain. That's always a bonus.
That is a huge bonus, and it's not just any chain.
Yeah, we upgraded the chain.
Right, it's a gold-filled 18-karat, 18-inch rope chain.
Right.
So what I think is appealing about this piece is that, like you said, it's custom, so you can personalize it. You can put any name you want on the front. Some people even put initials or their last name or a nickname. And then just for $15, 15, you could do a very nice engraving on the back. So some people might do a message or a heart shape. But I think that this vertical design is very flattering.
Yeah, I think for men and women, it's flattering.
Right.
Even somebody younger, they'd really love it. But we've had so many people order them initially, and then like, oh, you know what? I thought of somebody else.
Right.
I'm going to order it for them.
Yes.
And then they keep ordering it with us every year. Now, this is the gold-plated. We also have it in the silver. The gold-plated is over 0.925 sterling silver.
Yes.
So just so you know, it is that precious metal underneath the gold plating. But you can also get it in the sterling silver just without any plating.
And it's electronically plated, so it's going to stay.
Right.
And I think that's the question we get a lot. So here's a really nice way of making it personalized. And so you have the heart shape, and then you can write your message. And there's so many messages. Some are too personal to put on, or some have very special meanings. But let me just point out to you that this is where, you know, you have your choice of how you want the lettering. So this is raised gold, and then it's got that Miley leaves along the edge and a flower on top, and all of those are optional. This one has a scroll on top and a scroll on bottom. Of course, you could just do scroll on top, or just do scroll on bottom,
or a flower just on top. But there's so many different combinations and choices that you could make that, you know, if you don't see anything on the site, give us a call or text us or message us, I should say, and ask, because it doesn't hurt to ask.
And you can even write in the notes, oh, I'd like to have scroll on the bottom, flower on top, if you know, are trying to figure out what you want. And I think that it just shows the person that you're gifting it to that you really had to think about it. You had to plan this in advance.
Well, it's funny because some of the people that call in, even, they know the name. Well, I gotta say though, we have had a few people call in and they're sure that they know how to spell the name, and it turns out to be wrong.
Well, and I'm going to say nowadays, but we talk about this, right? It's every generation has their creative own kind of journey with their names and everything else they do. So you'll come up with a really creative name, but then grandma has a little difficult time remembering the spelling, or that it's so different. And so I don't know. It happens. I mean, we've seen that in our own family when someone isn't quite sure how to spell a certain name.
Usually, though, it's funny because if we see a name that we're thinking, oh, I don't know if they spelled it right, we'll usually give you a call and we'll ask to confirm the name. And I think people really appreciate that because they know they have an unusual name, and we want to make sure that we're spelling it right. Some people use all capital letters, and that looks interesting too.
Right.
You have to really watch out though. If you're going to use all capital letters, you have to. We'll work with you to make sure that it's legible, because there's a lot of flourishes. In the capital letters.
Now this is the beautiful and traditional black enamel lettering
with the Miley.
Yes, so very, very pretty. And I think the fun part is just deciding how you want to make it, and yours is not going to look like anyone else's because it is all hand engraved by our local master engraver.
Even if you had two people with the same name, it's not going to look the same because
it's
like
handmade,
you said,
locally.
Handmade.
Yeah. And then you know, depending on the length of the name, and some people have names with just a few letters, and then other people have names with a lot of letters. So our engraver, he is really good at this. I mean, he's been doing it for over 30 years. And
I want to point that out, what you said. Depending on how many letters you have, we can go up to, this will hold up to 8 letters. If you go over the 8 letters, there is an additional charge. But it's funny, we found most people fit within that 8-letter range.
Seems to work.
It does seem to work, which is nice. But the 18-inch chain hangs very nicely. For me, I could even wear an 18-inch chain because the pendant falls right in the V of my collared shirt. And for you, this is where it falls a little lower than your collarbone.
Right, which is perfect.
It is perfect.
I like it.
But it depending on who's wearing it, it's going to look different too.
Now, for any occasion, we have had this gifted for graduations, for birthdays, for the holidays, for anything that you want for that person to find it memorable, I think. Because every time they look at it, and every time they get a compliment when they're wearing it, and every time they read the back engraving, they're going to think of you.
It's very easy to order. You can give us a call at 888-965-7467
or 808-892-3337. Looking for Hawaii-inspired items at affordable prices? Watch Showcase Hawaii at 6:30 a.m., 3 p.m., and 12:30 a.m. every day on Spectrum Channel 1016.
This really resonates with a lot of people. It's the heart. You don't have to give it during Valentine's Day. There's special occasions all throughout the years, anniversaries, birthdays. It doesn't matter. But I think this one, we kept it affordable. It really has a lot of impact. That's what I really love about it.
Yeah, I mean, people love hearts. And again, like Wayne just said, it doesn't have to be a sweetheart. It can just be that you love the shape of a heart, or that you're gifting it to someone that's dear to you. But what's interesting about this is I had asked my sister which pendant or what would she like that would, something she'd wear all the time. And she wanted this heart, and she loved it. And that really meant a lot to me too, because a lot of times I know a lot of you are wanting to surprise someone, which is great. But sometimes it's good to just ask them what they want, don't you think?
That's the easiest thing. Then that takes all the guesswork out of it.
Right.
Now, our custom Hawaiian Scroll initial hearts, they're 0.925 sterling silver. You can get it in the silver color, or you can get it gold plated over this silver. It's approximately 3/8 of an inch wide by 5/8 of an inch with that bail there. It's a fantastic gift because it just really, like I said, it has a lot of impact. We're going to put it in a nice gift box for you, and it includes the 18-inch adjustable chain.
Right.
Now, there's a few options on this that you could have.
Yeah.
You could have the initial in the right side of the upper part of the heart, or the left side, or the middle.
Well, this example, it's on the left side, and it's in the traditional black enamel. And then going up the side are Miley leaves.
Right. So we're going to give you, if you log in, you're going to have a drop down with all those different options. Or if you call in and you say, I want Miley leaf, or I want heritage, or kalakini, we can put that in there. So it's a really beautiful piece because it has that initial, which makes it customized. And you don't have to get somebody's first name. You don't have to get the last name. You could even get a nickname initial.
Can I point out, so this heart is the K in raised gold, and up on the side, that is the kalakini design. So it would be raised gold letters with the kalakini design.
So the reason why people like raised gold is due to the fact that it's not so noticeable. They like it to blend. Some people don't want their name on bracelets or on special items, or they want their Hawaiian name. but sometimes they don't want people to actually know who they are.
So I love each one for the special aspects that it brings. So it's always hard to decide. But what I love about the raised gold is it really becomes part of the design. You just see engraving and you see shapes and it just looks beautiful. And then you have to kind of look closer and then you'll see the letter, right? So
it's
at a
very
glance,
subtle, yes.
Yeah, at a glance, it just looks like it's part of this engraved design. And so, like you're saying, some people don't want the letter to necessarily stand out, but they love that it's personalized and has that initial. And then other people they do want to be bold and have that black enamel and have it be seen. So it's really a personal preference.
Now we are including the 18-inch adjustable chain. So it doesn't matter if you get the silver or the gold, you're going to get a matching chain and it adjusts. So this is a perfect heart for any age, because if you have somebody that's very small, this will adjust with the chain to be all the way up to a choker if you want it. Now, if you want to put a special date or a smaller message on the back, we can fit that, but it has to be very short. Most people were going for just a date or maybe a couple initials on the back, just as a reminder who gave it to them. So
I like this. You could actually wear I know a lot of you will tell us that you have, let's say, children or grandchildren, and you want to wear
multiples.
It's symbolically for, the different children. But I also love this comparison side by side, so you can see which one you're attracted to, right? So you've got the raised gold with the kalekini design, or the letter K in the black enamel, which does really stand out.
Now, if you decide that you want to add a heart to this, you can add a heart for $99. It's just the heart with the first item that you purchase. So if you purchase, let's say...
You're talking about adding a second heart.
Yeah, second heart. So any heart, because some people might want to add multiple hearts to it. So every heart that you add to your initial purchase is an additional $99, which is a great deal.
Yeah, and can I point out that this is our third choice design, is having your initial in the center, surrounded by Miley leaves.
Right.
So it's really, that's what the custom is. You get to personalize it, make it how you want it, make it something special. And that's why I do like, if you're gifting to someone, to let them.
Well, we hope you were able to get in on one of these great deals today.
The ordering process is so fast and so easy. So log on to showcasehawaii.tv.
Thanks for watching.
Bye for now.